Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Tonight, I'm going to show you I'm calling it the grandfather of Star Citizen. This is a game that is really a direct father of Star Citizen. This was Chris Roberts' last big space game before Star Citizen came out. And in this game, he really was attempting to do what he's doing in Star Citizen now, or what hopefully he will do. But I wanted to share this game with you because we're going to take a little trip tonight and do a trading run, because you're going to see a lot of elements of what's in Star Citizen sort of recreated here in this game to a lesser degree. But he originally, everything that's going into Star Citizen is what he wanted for this game. And unfortunately, we'll talk about the story a little bit, but let's get started first. So you see here, we're in a hangar in a space station in the Manchester system. And so basically the story is that, humanity had to leave Earth. We populated 48 or so star systems. And throughout those systems are pirate bases and and regular, just non-pirate human, like pirates are not human. You know what I'm saying. And they are, throughout the system, are bases, and the systems are named after places that were on Earth. So here we have, kind of like the Stanton system, we have very British influences in this system. Not really, but the names are British. So we have, this is Sheffield Station in the Manchester system. There's Britonia, there's a Germania, there's an American or U.S. of A system, and there's several different systems here, 48 like I said in total, where we can jump. And I want to play this a little bit so you guys can see where we're going. Now, first of all, you can see my ship there. I'm flying a Piranha, which should look a little bit familiar. The only difference is it does not fold when it takes off and lands. It just stays in that configuration. But that ship should look just like this. See? Influence number one. So at each place that you go to, you have a bar. This should look familiar, right? Star Citizen and its bars where you talk to people. It's a little more archaic in its method. You see these people, and you can see she's from the Bounty Hunters Guild. He's a fixer. This guy will actually, he'll take you to, if you have a bad rep with bounty hunters, he'll fix it. Once again, something that's going into Star Citizen is our reputation system. Right now, I'm big enemies with the lane hackers, the Liberty Rogues, the Outcasts, and the Junkers. However, I can pay big bucks and have somebody fix one of these if I want to work with these people. I have good reps with all these people because I've been doing commerce and defending myself and killing pirates that attack me, so my rep goes down with the pirates. Same thing that's going to go into our Star Citizen. Here you can pick up jobs. There's a job board just like Star Citizen. The interface even looks somewhat familiar, doesn't it? Now, I don't bother with these because I'm making more money trading now. So I'm in my second ship, and I can carry some cargo in this one. It's a fighter, but it carries cargo. So I'm, like I said, just like the Star Citizen version of that ship, the Reliant Core, this one is also a small cargo, but it can also fight. So same idea, really. You have a commodities trader. A much more basic system than what's in Star Citizen, or hopefully going to be in Star Citizen. But as of right now, he's kind of at the same place he was in Star Citizen. So you can see here, you can look at a commodity, boron, and it's worth $600 here. But they make it on planet Pittsburgh for 120 bucks. So if I can fill my ship up with this and sell it here, I make about $15,000 for that trip. That's pretty good pay. And now you can see I've already made a run and made $15,000. Going back now, I found these hydrocarbons. Now, on this planet, they make hydrocarbons for $128. It's a good price. And lo and behold, back in my New York system once again, which is, this also has the New York system is where I buy these from Planet Pittsburgh. It's the best price, and that's in New York. And I go here, and I'm also in New York again. I can buy these low here and sell them high in New York, so I'm going to do that. So it's a nice round trip. I make a couple $1,000s going back. I make a total of about $20,000 to $25,000 per round trip. Now, the problem, like Star Citizen in its current state, economic system is static. He never got to implement. It was his dream to have a fluctuating economy that would, just like Star Citizen, would change depending on the demands of the planet, but that did not come to fruition. Now, we're going to look at the inventory real quick here. This is, on the left, we have the weapons that are mounted on my ship. I also have options for a cruise disruptor, a mine dropper, and countermeasures. I probably should do these, but honestly, my shields are strong enough that I haven't really had any issues with missiles taking my shields down, so I've left it. But I've got some guns loaded up, and they're good guns. Now we can look here. The dealer has, let's see, how many of these in stock? No, we can't mount that. I thought we have to release these. Anyway, you have here on the bottom, you can see the stats. So my heavy star beam does 22 hull damage per shot and 11 shield damage per shot. That's these two heavier guns. And they have a refire rate of 833. That's, I think, the fastest refire rate in the game. At least that's what I've run across so far. There's 833, 4, and 2. And 2 would be like bam, bam, bam. 833 is like... So once again, same deal as Star Citizen. Now here we do not have necessarily like the different... Though they do have guns that will destroy only shields or that really hit only armor. So the mass drivers aren't here. But we do have what you would consider a disruptor in Star Citizen, where it takes your shields down very quickly. And I had one gun that would do 120 shield damage per shot. It was very slow firing, but I'll tell you what, it took the enemy's shields down really quick, and that was fun. But I find it's kind of a little bit more balanced to have fast-firing guns that do it all at once. Because what would happen was I'd take their shields down, and then they'd still have a ton of health left, and I'd have to deal with that. So... but you can see here, all the weapons that you can put on your ship are in blue over here, and then you get into things that don't fit, and they're in gray. So I can upgrade I can put a countermeasure dropper on there, seeker mines. I can put all this stuff on my ship. Anything of these will fit, and I can take those off. See, it's unmounted now, and I can sell it, but I'm keeping it. I want it on there, so I'm keeping it on there. We then have, you can buy the missiles for your, I can't do it now because I don't have a missile launcher, but you can buy missiles here. There's all kinds of missiles you can buy. Look at all those. We have our shields. Once again, you have upgraded shields. And I might buy, let's see, how's this? We could maybe trade one in here. This one is a Fighter Class 3 shield. We have what? Will that fit Class 4? We can take up to a Fighter Class 4. This one is 821, 18. What's the difference here? So honestly, for almost $3,000, I can get like 12 more health. That's not worth it. Oh, and you'll notice too in the guns, and I forgot to show you this, different guns work against different kinds of shields too. You have particle-based weapon, delivers significant damage, a decent fire rate, requires a lot of energy. Means it runs you down faster. It's good against graviton shields and weak against molecular shields. So they actually programmed different shield types into this game, which is something that they're, once again, working on for Star Citizen. It's all here. Now, I'm going to leave these, but we are going to get rid of this thruster. So I can show you that I'm disconnecting it and I'm selling it. And I'm buying a deluxe heavy thruster. And this means I can use, for longer periods of time, I can use my thruster. It has like I think it's 200 seconds on this one. Yeah, 200, oh, sorry. Well, the crappy thruster has a drain of 165. The heavy thruster is only 133, and that's 150. So heavy thruster will be more efficient and allow you to thrust longer. That sounds bad. Okay, and then moving right along, we have and this is a kind of neat idea. You have nanobots and shield batteries. Now I'm going to get rid of some of these because on the way we're going to pick up more and you'll see how we do it. So I've sold, no, I don't want 4. Yeah, I did it wrong. The good news is you don't lose money when you sell these and buy them back. 6, I want 10 altogether. There we go.
Into cargo.
There's a working tractor beam in this game. Yeah. Here's a ship dealer. Now he only has the same ship. This is actually where I bought this ship. So you can see my ship's worth $12,000. Because you lose money when you use it. but new it was 17,000. And once again, they have all the details for turret mounts. This should all look familiar to you. 1800 armor, cargo space, batteries, nanobots. Obviously, is not in Star Citizen. Weapon class, optimal weapon class, maximum weapon class, and these are the different things that can fit on it. So you can see, like, this should look really familiar to y'all. Now, here's something that's a little bit better in this game than Star Citizen. Yeah, the map. So right now, I need to clear the map. And we're going to fly back home. So I'm going to the overall. This is the system that we're in. You're going to see here, I've only unlocked these systems so far. There's Kusari systems, Rhineland, Sirius, and Bretonia. We're kind of in the Bretonia. We're entering into Bretonia now. You'll notice that these different types of stars also exist. As you go into these spaces, you will see this kind of background. So as we leave here, you're going to see a very red background. By the time we get through the cloud and over into Liberty, it's going to be a more clear sky, more traditional space looking. So here's our physical map, and we're going to go to the Newark station, which is where we're going to sell these. So we're going to zoom in here, and I'm picking the Newark station as our final destination. And it has mapped 22 waypoints for us to take. So it's going to be a bit of a trip. So we can do some talking. So hang on. All right, so we are ready to launch to space. Now, this game does have its flaws, for sure.
1-1. This is Sheffield Station. Everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
And these are close to the original graphics, but they're obviously high res. And you'll notice you can see really far through these systems. It wasn't like that when you originally played the game. That is part of a mod that I installed to make it high def. I don't really like it because you can see all of the rings. Like they have these transport rings. These are our jumps here. Okay. So instead of me picking the planet and then just jumping randomly, you actually have to follow these, what they call trade lanes. But you can see how far ahead you can see all these trade lanes way off in the distance. I don't like that. And way off in the distance, I can even see the jump gate that I'm going to be going through. Don't like it. But anyway, that's how this mod makes it look like that. So that's not how the original looked. Now, you can fly down to some planets, which we'll be doing at the end of this video. There's a battle going on here, but we're not part of it. Neither of these sides are enemies of ours, so we're just going to... Whoops, that was accidental. Took a little thump on the butt. So that's a little different than Star Citizen, but still kind of the same idea. And you're going to see here at the end of this one, we're going to be going to a jump gate. And I think that's how we're going to be jumping from system to system in Star Citizen. Now you can see a 22 waypoint trip that we're taking. This is probably going to take us about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe longer. And that is something where you will see with Star Citizen, there's a good reason to have ships that have like comfortable quarters and stuff like that. Because I think if you're taking your friends with you, they're going to have something to do while you drive the ship. And you may even want to take turns. Like you might get in trips that are long enough. We're only going through 6 systems here. There's 48 systems. So is Star Citizen's really going to have 100 systems, which I have my doubts, but that's the goal. We'll see. If it actually does have the 100 systems that it says it's going to have, well, then you're going to be doing some seriously long distance traveling. Now, one thing that's missing in this game is fuel. We don't have any kind of fueling or refueling that has to be done. Your ship is just always full. So let's talk a little bit about, well, we're combat. Here we go. To get moving here so that we don't get attacked. That's my thruster going off. And we're going to pick targets and get in the middle of this. There's friendlies with us helping, so this should go pretty quick. This is a heavy fighter that we're going against. This is not good. So you can see the 3 bars at the bottom of my screen. The yellow ones are my guns. The blue is my shield. And the red is my hull. Same things that we have in Star Citizen. Combat's a little easier. Unfortunately, in this game, you don't have the ability to roll. So it's pretty flat, the combat. And that's one of the big complaints with the game. Tractor beams! Did you see that? I just tractored in some bots. These guys are almost done. You should notice the comms are similar to Star Citizen, where they start yelling. There you go, got a nice yell there. And you can see there, we left with 10 shields and 10 robots. I've got 11 robots now. So I've picked up a robot from one of these ships. I've probably also picked up some missiles. And occasionally you'll pick up even weapons that break off the ship. So whenever you kill a ship in this game, you tractor beam. And I think it's going to be the same for Star Citizen. You'll get a lot of loot just from tractor beaming with every ship you kill. That one didn't leave anything for us. Where were we? Okay, so before I was rudely interrupted and got knocked off my course, and interrupted by the AI because they talk a lot. You can see I've picked up 2 more nanobots.
Objective.
So usually I kind of farm those. I usually keep 10 on the ship, and then anything over that I sell. We should be able to pick up some shields too. I haven't found any yet though, but as you tractor beam your enemies when they die, you get to pick those up. So that's, once again, a thing that's probably coming in Star Citizen, and an exciting addition. I can't wait till the tractor beams are working. So Star Citizen history. Obviously, Chris Roberts, created Wing Commander and that whole Wing Commander series. There were a bunch of games. He also had a game called Strike Commander, which was awesome. It was an F-16, like mercenary. You were a mercenary pilot of an F-16, and there was a game and then an add-on that went with that. And man, was that fun! I had a lot of fun as a kid playing Strike Commander. But anyway, they began to work on Freelancer, and you should recognize that name too. As a sequel to another game that Chris had made called Starlancer, and he worked with his production team named, believe it or not, Digital Anvil, right? So now we're seeing where some of these names are coming from. Unfortunately, he had so many different ideas for this game, which this is all should sound familiar, that he ran out of funding. So they just kind of had to stop production on the game. Well, then he was able to get Microsoft to pick up the publishing. But Microsoft, of course, had their own ideas of how the game was going to go. So they kind of went through the list of things that Chris was creating for this game and said, nah, that's going to be too expensive to implement. That's going to be too expensive to implement. That's going to be... And they cut the game down way a lot from what Chris had envisioned. And, we see that obviously in Star Citizen. He's working... Same issues. We have almost too many things to work on. But we also have that same problem of, like, he just has such a huge vision of what he wants the game to be. He wants it to be a real operating space universe. But this time around, I think he has the funding to get it done. We'll see. But the hope is that he will be able to get the thing done, because right now this game showcases how great this was, and Freelancer actually is still played by many, many people. There's still a pretty healthy multiplayer community out there for this game. People are playing this game. Now, I'm hoping that as we travel here, we'll get trade lane disruption, because, as you guys know, we have in the Star Citizen, we have the Mantis, which is designed to knock you out of your hyperspace, or of your quantum travel. And quantum travel is kind of synonymous with these trade lanes. So the same thing happens in this game. You can actually buy a trade lane disruptor for your ship. You can go about halfway out and then sit there and knock people out of the trade lanes if you want to be a pirate and take their goods. So that's something that you can actually do in this game, is piracy. Once again, ideas from the past that he's used. Here we go. Oh, we did. Yeah. Sweet. We got, not that I love getting disrupted, but we got disrupted. So that's pretty sweet. And here's our attackers. And, other people got disrupted too, and they aren't happy. Inbound. this guy go? There he is. Oh, somebody hit me. See my shields drop there. It takes a while for the shields to rebuild. No, you're not evading. Now my shields are still down a bit. Guys are running away. Like, oh, there we go. We picked up a shield bot there, or shield battery. Once again, you can see the targeting system on the left there. On the bottom left, you can see his ship and his ship status. That is definitely something that we have always seen in the Star Citizen and Wing Commander series. One last guy. And he's gone. All right, so let's go ahead and dock with this jump gate. So, many of the things in this game and from his series are, showing up in Star Citizen. I think that's exciting. We have, he's pulling stuff from Wing Commander, anything from the designs of the ships. We have like the most of the Anvil ships are similar to Wing Commander fighters that you used. Squadron 42 is basically looking a lot like Wing Commander, honestly, though there's going to be a lot more to it. And I'm excited about Squadron 42. Not as excited as I am about the Persistent Universe. So this is kind of the Persistent Universe of its day. And I think that's really cool. Did our system get messed up? Where is this taking us? Yeah, it did. It took us back. Okay. Come on. That's screwy. So we need to go around this gate. Right? Is this what we want? Yeah, we want the California jump gate. Dock with this thing. There you go. So the navigation's different, but I like it. It's a little easier to navigate in this game, simpler. Star Citizen, the map is just so bad. I hope they implement a system like this in it, but just going back, we had, Chris Roberts, created Wing Commander way back in the day, and that was when I started playing these games. And like I was saying, a lot of the fighters and stuff are pretty much like taken right from that series. But you had Wing Commander 1 through 4. Here's the jump gate. And then we had another great game called The Privateer. That was part of the Wing Commander universe, but not quite. It was its own thing. But it took place like in another part of the Wing Commander universe. And then you had the Privateer 2, which kind of flopped. But then you had Starlancer, and then you had Freelancer, and now we have Star Citizen. So I don't know. I wanted to share this with you so you guys could kind of get the feel of what the Star Citizen could possibly look like. Once again, I'm hoping for a much more finished product, but this game is still a lot of fun to play. And once again, even a lot of stuff got cut out of it. So right now, the only careers you have in this game are you can either be a bounty hunter or you can deliver cargo. And that, is because the budget got cut. I mean, you can still be a pirate too, so that's, that's there. But I'm so excited about what's coming in Star Citizen. Let's just hope and pray that they get it done. Because this game is great in itself, and I'm just so looking forward to Star Citizen reaching this potential. But I wanted you guys just to see what possibly could be and why there's those of us that are very excited about Star Citizen, even though there's frustrating things going on and it's taking longer than people want it to take and all that good stuff. There's so much possibility to Star Citizen if it can get past these first several decades of production. If we can get through this production period and actually get the game functioning, it's going to be so awesome. But anyway, this is just a taste of hopefully what's coming in Star Citizen.
This is Navy, Lambda 2 and Freelancer, Alpha 1-1. I have orders to scan your cargo. You will comply.
You will recognize that. You should definitely recognize that. All right, we're getting close now. We're in California. I believe our next big jump is going to be into the New York system. So, got a little bit of combat going on here. Got a rogue fighter. There's probably more that are going to show up. Oh, another one. These guys are wimps. Wow, he's tearing me up. My shields got down below half. That's actually pretty amazing in this system. There we go. We picked up something else there. I'm not sure what. Probably some weapons or stuff. When we get to the end of our journey, we'll see. You know, the combat's definitely easier. The autopilot also works really well on this game. Why are we going this way? Okay, there we go. Let's smack into Planet Mojave while we're on our way through. Planet Mojave. Just kidding. All right. So I'm going to jump over there. I'll see you in just a moment. Oh, by the way, you should see as we're going through here. I'm hoping I'll try to pick one up here. There's a group of people called the Junkers that fly ships that look just like a reclaimer. We also have transport crews that are flying ships that look very similar to the Caterpillar. So if I can see one, I'll grab you so you can see it. Those are fighters going through. So I'm going to continue on to New York. I'll see you in just a second. I don't know if I showed you the jump sequence, but this is what it looks like. Kind of looks like hyperspace, huh? All right, so we've arrived. Let's see if we can see. No, that's a little freighter. Dock. All right, I was thinking that would be one, but it's not. That's another fighter there. We're gonna get these guys right in our face. Actually, that is a transport ship right there.
Objective reached.
Kind of like that one. Looks like the. What's the name of that ship? The one that goes the CX-8, the Pisces. Very, very similar to the Pisces. Now we're in the New York system. You can see here there's a lot of debris in New York. For some reason, it's like super space debris central. And we're coming up on our last jump here, or our last. There. Okay, right above us. I'm going to see if we can get this. Oh, there you go. It's a modular. That's a modular cargo ship. And it has like spots for cargo on it, and it looks just like the Caterpillar. Not just like the Caterpillar, but it's the same idea. It's segmented like the Caterpillar, so you can put different amounts on it. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, now that I want to show you, there's one right below us. It looks so small. That's one thing this game doesn't do like Star Citizen is the scaling. When you play Star Citizen, everything feels huge, and they were never able to catch that on this game. Everything looks tiny, and it's about textures and movement. But then again, when you run across in combat like a Starfarer or something like that, they look pretty small in the Star Citizen universe until you get right up next to them. But this game, even when you get right up next to them, they don't look very big. So once again, there it is. That is the Proto-Caterpillar. And here's our final waypoint, so we're going to dock. So they kind of liven the game up by having all kinds of
Your requested
NPCs
dock is
everywhere.
granted. Proceed to dock 1.
And she's going to talk right over me. But there's a lot of like vocal cues in this game for sure. They talk a lot, just like I do. All right, so we're arriving at Newark Station. We'll go ahead and sell our cargo and see how much money we made. Once again, we paid about $4,000 for the cargo. Let's see how much we sell it for.
All right, this is where we get off. Thanks for your help. This is Liberty Police, Omicron 11-11.
And so we have arrived. So first of all, let's sell our cargo. There we go. 32 units, or 35 units. $8,400. Yeah. So even after buying that shield, we're back up into $25,000 territory. And now we're going to go into the ship dealer, and here, our equipment dealer. We're not going to repair the ship, and this is why. We're going to go in and I'm going to actually sell. These are parts that we picked up. So, like I told you, we were picking stuff up with the tractor beam. I actually... I'm just going to keep that one, right? Oh, wait, no, I sold it. There we go. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep that one, and we're going to fix the other ones. We should have picked up a bunch of missiles. We don't have any countermeasure flares. Let's buy 50 of them for $1,200 bucks.
Into cargo hold.
There you go. We don't need any of those. We're good here already. I've got the best ones that I can get, or that I need. 12. So we'll sell 2 of these and 2 of these. So we come back from our trip with about a $10,000 profit. Now, going back once again, I'm going to fly over to Planet Pittsburgh, which is right next door, and I'm going to pick up that other stuff, and I'll make $15,000 from that on the way back. So you can just fly back and forth, and then as you unlock systems, obviously you find good trade routes, but the downside is, once again, they don't, just like Star Citizen currently, the routes don't update or change. The prices don't fluctuate. That part's super disappointing. But hopefully we will get that in Star Citizen. Once again, I just wanted to show you this, guys, so that you can see what I feel the potential is for this game. I think that there is a big potential for this game, for not this one obviously, but for Star Citizen to be an excellent game and a lot of fun to play. And some of the systems in here are working where they're not working in Star Citizen yet. But I wanted you to see that kind of like, wow, this is more what it's going to be like. We can jump from system to system. We can sell things here and buy things there and get into combat in between. And probably, like, if I were to buy a freighter, then, like, I don't have one in front of me here. I can't show you that. But there are several different freighters that you can buy in the game. I would probably want to play multiplayer and have someone go with me, because you saw in combat there's a ton of ships that show up. And I'll tell you what, the freighters are horribly slow in combat. And you can get pummeled in combat if you don't just run away. And even then, sometimes you take some serious damage from that. So it would be better to have 1 or 2 people flying with you helping out. And that is where Star Citizen, I think, is going to trump this game. Though you can do that in this game too. But because the graphics are so much better and stuff, I think Star Citizen is going to be awesome when we finally reach that phase. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this quick look at Freelancer, as quick as I can make it anyway. You guys know me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next exciting episode of Star Citizen. Bye.